with the spears to him. He will just do like this. And then the spears will go to you back.
Say that again.
This Tata Insong is, I saw him when I was a child about this distance. Boom! Tata Insong will do that. I remember. Like this. And the spears will be back to you. Will crack. I saw. I was, that's why Tata Insong commenting and thing, you know, I can imagine that people during the time, they have anting.
They had like hyper abilities.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they had like it was almost superhuman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So GM Atillo, SGM Atillo,
GG.
we didn't capture the audio for the first few minutes of the interview for some reason. They complained, but I'm just gonna give a short summary. What he was talking about was prior to the war. As little kids, they already saw the Japanese intelligence officers. They just didn't know they were working for the Japanese military.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they would sell ice cream. They'd work in the local business.
Yeah.
You said they were hiring local Filipinos to go to the mountains, and you're saying that they were already digging the caves, the underground complex.
They cannot go back because the Japanese will kill them. So that they cannot tell that we are there working under the Japanese of this Tane.
So this is prior to the war.
They will
Yeah.
kill.
This is prior to the actual war.
Yeah.
So this was in like the late 30s or something. Yeah.
And I remember myself, my dad is wrestling. This Japanese is judoist. He beat the Japanese. Tugasang. Oh, Dad, what happened? He's a judoist, but I beat him. Because my dad is the strongest man during that time, the second strongest. So, what else I tell the history?
No. So your kid. So technically, this is episode 171 or so. So you were a kid during that time. You were born what year?
June 10, 1958.
So you were a little kid when the war was happening.
When war is opening, I am already 5.5 or coming 6 years old.
Right.
When during Sabidra I was arrested because he's a guerrilla soldier. During Sabidra, my dad and Delvin Lopez joined the guerrilla, but Bacon did not join. He hired in the Carcarcibo.
So you're saying for that era, and I'm sorry that we didn't capture the audio, and I wish someone told me earlier, that Doring Saavedra was the top guy
Top of Escrimador.
of Escrimador.
Yeah.
But how about like Empty Hand? It was
He
Delfin
knows.
Lopez, you said.
He knows. He knows everything. You know what happened? When During was arrested by the Japanese, he was brought to Basak Elementary School. All of them was lined up, and including my two neighbors with a rope at the back. Now, they were killed. But when During was arrested, he was tortured by the Japanese. So it happened. The name of this two guy is Lucas Digamo, my neighbors, and I remember John. I do not know the family name. Then he was released. I said to Lucas Digamo, said, John, release me, release. So they release. This so when we were practicing after the war in 1947, I start learning through my dad because of Durings. I like Durings Sabidra. I am 7 years old or 8 years old. So, and he interrupt this man, Lucas Digamo, and go and interrupt. Oh, I saw During. I cannot find a man, the previous man throughout the world. No. When he was released, it happened that he was tied. He was tortured by the Japanese, battered. It happened that he was released, the one who battered During. He battered also the Japanese. And the Japanese stab him with the bayonet, with the bang. But a lot of blood to his body. And the other one is fixed bayonet, bang, bang, this arm. And the samurai also, he said to me, this is God, this is to me. He said, I found the Japanese that he wants to, like that, bang. But During disarm him. and he killed about 1 or 2 Japanese.
He killed 1 or 2 Japanese. That's
On that day that he was tortured.
that's incredible.
So, because the Japanese cannot beat him, they fire always.
Gotcha. So they machine gun him.
Yeah. And during that time, I was also arrested with the were separated from the adult and the old man and children.
Mm.
Were separate about 2 miles when During was killed. And 3 Japanese car arrived to finish us, to fire the machine gun. But there is a Japanese, can't remember, Japanese. But in the books, they told that Suriyama, but the Japanese. I heard that General Suriyama. That's I want, if I can go there, to Japan,
And look that name up.
and I know the name, General Suriyama. And General Suriyama said, stop! Let the children and old woman to release. Don't kill him, but where? Then after that, I will quickly go ahead to the mountain. And I met my mother. We are 2 brothers. And then, okay, go to the mountain. And when we go to the Boysan, mountain of Boysan, my dad was there. They are 1,000. Oh, my dad, why did you not fight? We all die if we fight. The Japanese is 10 to 15,000, equipped with firearms, tanks, airplane. So with that fight. So
So you would have been. This would have been. You were around 6 or 7 at the time. You're around there. That's your age at the time.
what?
When that happened, when all these happened, you were about 6 to 7 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. So all the civilian or guerrilla soldiers was killed by Japanese, was thrown to the river of Boysan Dam. There is a river before you reach the Boysan Dam. All it thrown. All of their body was thrown like by the Japanese. And when we arrived with my dad, I saw the ring. Mom, the ring's body. So keep quiet. Keep on being hurry. Because if the Japanese got us, we will die. I saw the ring like that. I saw the ring because I know him. So after that, the story is when the Japanese bomb, oh no, the American bomb Cebu, it happened that Tatay is here. Tatay is here. And I asked him, Tatay is you see that you are put in prison during the Spanish War. Yes. When you put in prison, in what places? In MJ Quingo, in provincial jail, in Cebu.
In a provincial jail.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I never told anybody. Because when I arrived here in America, I can tell my history.
Gotcha.
I have a secret of history.
Right. Right.
Uh,
So he just kept it quiet the whole
yeah,
time. Yeah.
all of this.
So basically, from his experiences during the Philippine-American War and during the time of Revolution,
Yeah.
he kept that secret even in World War II.
Yeah.
He did. He's just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In World War II, my dad survived during was killed. And then below we survived. So we start learning Eskrima. And this bacon, will continue?
Yeah.
Bacon, one time in 1949, 50, 51, like that, before the Balintawak, invite Philippine Lopez and my dad to my place, to the house of my dad. So we were there with Delphin Lopez and Jong Bacon, very close of during Sapitra. We're like relatives, neighbors. If somebody will tell you that during, don't mind him.
They were like this. They were like kind of connected.
Yeah,
You know. Okay.
they're just copying the history, but I'm just silent. When there is a meeting and Bacon said, now we are here. We have to change the name to Paris. But my dad and Delphin Lopez refused Bacon to change the name of to Paris to another name. And what can you, No, Bacon, do not change the name. Ansyong were neighbors. You're the godson of my, because Dilpin Lopez and my dad is second cousin.
Right.
And Dilpin Lopez is my godfather.
Right.
I said, and the suggestion of Dilpin Lopez is to kill Bacon.
Wow. It got
Why?
that personal, right?
Yeah, because Bacon, Dilpin, who is Dilpin, in 1949 is a terrorist one, appointed as chief secret service, and a lot of people killed. Rather not refuse it. You know, yes.
So you're saying that there was like criminal history.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Dilpin Lopez suggested I will kill Bacon, my dad refused. Pare, Dilpin Lopez says to Pare, we are second cousin. Ansyong is the godson of my godfather. We three or we four during Sabita, like brothers, we sleep together. We eat together in the house of the grandpa of Ising, like that. So please do not kill him. So why did you change the name into another name? Because the Cañete is using those Paris. Now, what is the answer of Dilpin Lopez? Yes. They are member of the Paris of Tata Insong Sabita. But they are not learning from the Tata Insong Sabita style because Tata Insong Sabita warned and advised not to teach these people. Avoid teaching. We can accept their affiliation to join the Paris, but do not teach our style. Do not teach our style. So, after the gone, why we organize the Balintawak? Now, there is a Eskrima. All of this Balintawak picture, the original in 1952, that is all member of the Sopares, of Tata and Song Sabita. They are all group of Lorenzo Sabita. The day when they change, we have two lechon pig in my house to prepare all escamador. Preparation of escamador. So there is a fight, my dad a lot, Dilpin Lopez a lot, Ansyong a lot, fight. Then after that, Ansyong Bagot announced, now we have to change the name. And my dad interrupted. Just let him to go. This is our practice area because Tatay Insong Sabidra is practicing and doing here in Mamaling. And then Eduardo Bacoli, one of the students of Bacon, he said, oh, if that is the center of Eskrima for practicing area, I suggest that in my place, we have also to have a branch of one center of the city. What's the name of your one? I am a repair shop. Watch repair shop in what place you are living, Eduardo Bacoli? In Balintawak Street. So we name it Balintawak. That is the one. That is the first Balintawak.
They named it after that street.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't because when we think of like Balintawak, we think of like the revolution, the cry Balintawak in Pugadlaw. No, that's not the real reason. That's not the reason.
That is the beginning because I am 14 years old, standing 15 years old.
Okay.
And I practice already with my dad until Dilpin Lopez.
Gotcha.
I am the youngest member of the Balintawak. When you go, what is Balintawak? The name, you go, oh, you are literate. The name of this Balintawak Self-Defense Club organized or established in 1953, not Balintawak.
So I'm just gonna showcase because the viewers didn't hear the audio because we lost the audio for the first few minutes. I shot some B-roll earlier of this property. We're technically shooting in a ranch area. You can't really quite see all of it because we're blocked right now. They have llamas here. They even have a horse. And do they grow cattle? No cattle, right? But it's basically a very big property we're at. I mean, I wish I lived here.
This is about 4 to 5 acres.
I mean, it's a ranch. So,
and you can see at the back of this, there is when we go to near my school, there is an Indian cemetery.
Oh, there's a Native American cemetery?
Indian cemetery.
Wow. And then you've been living here for 17 years, you said?
17 years.
So I got my first question right now at Pop. because I heard it. So just two questions from Gia Matillo. It says, is there anybody keeping your Saavedra Balintawak lineage alive in the Philippines?
In the Philippines?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. What is your position on the Barao Sugbo Arnes Diablo as a subset of the Saavedra legacy of FMA? No.
Don't believe those people.
Don't believe. Okay. So don't. That's
Yeah.
no. Okay. And then there's another guy who sent. Please ask Gia Matillo about Doug Pierre.
Doug Pierre
Mm-hmm.
is my student in New York, in Manhattan, New York.
Mm-hmm.
He invited me about 3 to 4 times to conduct a seminar. And he became my student.
Mm-hmm.
And I became my successor and disciple. Doug Pierre, but he learned from the Dusi Palace.
So Doug Pierre learned from Dosi Paris, and he also learned from you.
Yeah.
I see. So is he a part of your lineage still? Yeah. So he's like an inheritor, one of the inheritors, right? Yeah. That's cool. Because the thing is, what brought you to my attention is because you had the book written by, and besides that, you work with Budo videos.
Yeah.
Because you did the Balintawak Volume 1 to 9, I believe.
Yeah, that is my sparring partner is Virgil Kabadat. He scammed me. He scammed me.
Ah.
During that, I was we have a video of the Masters magazine.
Yeah. EM3.
9. He scammed me because since we started that in 2009 until now, I only received $600.
The video that you shot, you only
Yeah.
get $600.
Yeah, by the Master magazine.
How about the Disarming Encyclopedia?
I am the one who did that.
That's yours, right?
That's mine.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm asking is because I know the people who do Budo videos because it's in Fountain Valley. They give me deals all the time because I know people that work there personally. They're my friends. So that's like, they're like, hey, are you interested with this, Julius? I'm like, oh man, this is really cool.
I think the Chinese.
Yeah. And then now they're doing a lot of jujitsu. They do a lot of jujitsu videos now. And the guy in the front desk is a Mexican guy.
Yeah,
he's one of my friends.
I
Yeah.
know my student, jujitsu, don't know Wing Chun. Like Santo, how many years I am teaching him? About 17 years.
You've been teaching Guru Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you go down to Torrance, right? Yeah.
I teach in Santo since I arrived in 2001.
Yeah. So far, those are the only questions that I've gotten. That are, I'm really more interested in that period right after the war, because you would have been a teenager around the 50s in 52.
I'm evacuated in the mountain during World II, during my dad, and we ran there.
Namundok kayo, namundok.
Oo, sumundok kami.
Okay.
We're evacuated during. But during my dad advised them not to go to Cebu, city. That is a ploy. What is that? The Japanese advertising that all the civilians from the mountain of Cebu calm down. We have tigbakay, cockfighting. We have volleyball, we have softball.
All lies, just to try to have you come down.
Yeah.
Try to have you come down so that they can capture you.
Was there and said, I will go there, and my dad advised during. You go there. That is deployed. That is a tactic of Japanese. When you go there, you will be killed. He did not. And the advice of my dad, he did not mind it. So when he was arrested, that is his fault. And he borrowed my dad 45, the bola later than 45 big.
The Colt.
Oh, Colt like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I borrowed your one. Chico and then compare were close because I have no.
So basically, like, he came down, and that's how the Japanese were able to arrest him, because there was a fiesta, but it was a setup. It was a trap.
Yeah. You know what happened? Why he was arrested? 3 Japanese general was landed in a crash, emergency crash in Sangat, San Fernando. So this three was arrested by the group of my dad, the southern part of Cebu. And the one of general was killed, and the two was under custody of Colonel Tausing. So the Japanese gave warn to the guerrilla soldiers to return back the two general to Leyte. But Colonel Tausing did not. So the Japanese said, we have a mapping operation in Cebu, about 30 to 35,000 Japanese. Mapping of all operation. So the advice of Colonel James Cowsing, every soldier, only three by three, do not drop about 23, skip. If you want to surrender, be careful, you will be killed. You have to escape, man. This, my dad, during Sabidra, my dad, Delphin Lopez, he escaped in the tip of the mountain of Camp 4. There is a hole, I can remember, I was there, a very tip, the hider, one of the volunteer, yes, we call that voluntario, Filipino. If you want to save your life, come, go with me. Very tip. No Japanese can go there. How about our God? Don't be worried, I will give you food. Stay there after the mapping operation. Because the mapping operation of Japanese, the Japanese get mad in Leyte. Because the Japanese who was captured is bringing the map how to defend the American attack when it comes to Leyte.
Yeah.
There is in my books you can find.
Yeah. So you're saying, like, even prior to the war, like, obviously there were these Japanese people that came to the Philippines as like merchants.
Yeah.
Kind of like what the Chinese are doing now. Kind of like the Chinese, but they're actually intelligence officers. And so they did all the cartographic maps of the area so they can know where to attack and then where to defend it once they capture that place. And you're saying they were building underground tunnels.
Yeah.
They would hire Filipinos and sometimes they would kill them, right?
Not sometimes.
All the
When you
time.
are a worker of the Japanese going there,
Mhm.
you cannot come back. Then they hire another Filipino.
Wow.
They will all kill because so that no one could spy or no one could report to the military that here is a
Because you would have been a kid at the time. You kind of knew about that. Yeah, you would have been like six years old.
You know what happened? I can observe that before the World War II, I'm a small, I am very talented. Delphin Lopez he's stealing the two pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
And the Japanese what they said, Dodong, Ising, you know eh? I go, you know me, sir? Yeah. Do you know? Don't you know who steal my gun? Delphin Lopez. Because
Oh, I see. So it was
Delphin Lopez. I go with me to Delphin Lopez. We go to the house of Delphin Lopez and the Japanese, hey, Delphin, give me that gun.
That's hilarious.
You know the history of my Eskrima is during the Spanish War and during the Japanese War. That those people who are telling the ring was killed, they are just copying the story. I did not tell the story regarding those people. I do not tell the story that where that I just kept. You know what happened? Some of my groups against with the community. The one who helped coming here, not helping. The one who invited me is Max Palin.
Max Palin's half Bulakenyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max Palin is the one who invited. But he promised to.
It's okay. And I do have to apologize earlier that
Edgar, we just talk later.
I do have to apologize earlier that we missed like the first 2 minutes of audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
What is the question? What is for the next?
So Max Palin, you're talking about Max Palin, yeah.
Okay. Edgar. No, Edgar. We just talk later on.
Yeah. Is he in the Philippines or here? Edgar.
In San Jose.
Oh, he's in. Yeah. I've met Edgar.
You
Yeah. ADF.
Yeah.
I sparred with him. He's good.
I am.
He's very good. He's very good. He always gets me right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my this hand. He liked to hit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Now, what is that? No more question?
No, so Max Palin invited you. You were saying.
Yeah. And because of that, before I 1982, 83, after I beat Kakoy Cañete, it happened that he asked to the hotel in Magellan Hotel in Cebu. And do you have another escamado who is the best? And you know, mostly of the security guard there, I am the trainer of the, I am one of the instructor of the Philippine, the military in Cebu. Mostly the security guard train every month by the military. I have to train them. So mostly security guard throughout Cebu City or not, they know who is mayor that year. So, oh, you want to find out? Find this man. So Max Palin was there.
Mm.
He invite me. I know he goes, oh, can you teach me? Why? You like my style? I heard that you are the best. I'm not the best. I just fight. So I negotiated with my dad. He stayed about 2 weeks in my place.
I was very curious about what you said earlier because when you asked where I was from, because my dad's family is from Bulacan, my mom's from Batangas. I grew up in Manila and Bulacan.
So you know Max Palin is in Bulacan?
No. He probably left when I wasn't even born yet because he came here to the U.S. Right? Wasn't he former military, Max? Was he former Navy?
What's that?
Was he a former U.S. Navy, Max Palin?
U.S. Navy?
Yeah. Did he join the military?
No.
But
you know, I tell you who is Max Palin. He invited me Prisas in 1975. I heard that Max Palin, he wants to, like a bird, he put in the cage. You cannot go out, you cannot issue a certificate without my permission because I am the one who invited me.
I understand.
Do you know Remy Prisas?
Modern Ernest?
Yeah.
I never met him. Yeah. I never met Max Palin either. I just know that he is the Cinco Terros guy.
Cinco Terros.
Yeah.
This guy.
But my dad was trained by Ernie in college, by Ernesto, the brother. Yeah. He had PE in USC.
You know who is the teacher of Remy Prisas of the Balintawak?
No.
Arnold Moncal is my student. The student of the guy.
Moncal is his teacher?
Teacher of the Balintawak
of Remy.
Prisas. But he is my student. Moncal.
So that Moncal lineage is your lineage?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I tell you frankly, it's my lineage. Moncal became the second generation of the Balintawak. Is that?
Moncal is second generation of Balintawak.
Yeah, the question is why? You know that? Because the Balintawak Self-Defense Club was organized in 1952. In 1953, Moncal went to my place because he's looking for the Eskrima who is good. And one of my neighbors, the name is Esteban Ritoma. So I will recommend you to these people. They are called Eskrima. So he bring Moncal to my place and introduce me and my dad. And we said, can I learn with your style? Because Moncal knows that we are Balintawak. Okay. How much you pay? No illegal. What is no anything? I am very poor. I am working in distributor. Can I give you sometimes? I think that.
So that was a gift. The chicken was a gift. It was like a bribe. Yeah, it's like, hey, come, right? Yeah, okay.
Can I give you pineapple? Like that. Oh, where are you going?
That's a way for him to entice him, so he can join. Okay.
Can I give you coconut? Everything for the fruits. My dad said, well, no, it's not good because we are teaching him that this man is very interested. Even if he will not pay us, we just teach him. because he is very interested to come to our group to study our style. So I teach Mokal.
Oh,
When I arrive when I go there to join the NARAPEL, National Army Association of the Philippines, the head of that is Israel Bear and his vice is Romeo Mascardo.
right, because it was Fabian Bear under the
Yeah,
jurisdiction. Yeah.
I was there. When I was there, I'm just laughing. When I was there to affiliate the NARAPEL, I am the first who joined the NARAPEL
I see.
in 1975.
What I was curious about, that I want you to go in detail over. Maybe I'll get in trouble for this. I hope not.
I don't know.
Because before I shot the this interview, we were talking on the side, right? This isn't like an off-record thing. It's a little bit more private. You said something about back in the day, in the older times, the styles in the Philippines were kind of similar. So the Eskrima or Arnis, it kind of looked the same everywhere.
Yeah. I will tell you what is Eskrima.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. First, arnes. What is arnes?
The hand harness.
No. Arnes, when it comes to Eskrima, that is a Filipino language in Luzon.
Right.
Tagalog.
It's usually most in Luzon. Yeah, the term, yeah,
But
arnes.
when you go to Cebu or Visayas, they call that Eskrima.
Eskrima, yeah.
When you go to Mindanao, they call it Kali. Kali is Muslim language. You can see that. What is Kali? Kali means the same Eskrima, but that is the language of Muslim. When it comes to Arnes, that is a Filipino language in Luzon.
Well, no, that wasn't so much my question. Not so much the names. I meant, you said back in the older times, the styles kind of look the same. So you're thinking like they were instructed somewhat by the Europeans, right?
Back on.
No, I'm talking about like just people that learn FMA in the Philippines. Like there was some Europeans that came.
Yeah, some different style.
Right, different styles,
Yeah.
different, not just one thing.
French, English, European, like that. You're right.
Yeah, maybe even some German sometimes.
Even German, we do not know. Because we Filipinos always copying the stick fighting.
Right.
This stick fighting, why they call it Filipino stick fighting? Why? Because during the Spanish, when the Spanish caught, you're practicing Eskrima, or like this, bladed weapons will go to jail, will be accused of rebel. So we convert to Eskrima.
Gotcha.
That's the beginning of our Filipino martial art.
So, and the other thing you said was one of the styles that the Doce Pares practice, you said came from Batangas.
No, not that is only the Cañete.
The Cañete, you're saying, right?
Learning from the Batangas, their style is Batangas.
So you're saying because there were probably immigrants from Batangas that went to Cebu. You're saying back in the day.
Yeah. There are some Batangueño selling mat, selling house to house.
Banig.
Right. Steak.
Right, I see.
And the Doce Pares, I remember the market, Doce Pares will fight anybody. In Bisaya, makik Eskrima bisig kinsa. Anybody will fight there. And then they are bringing who's the grandmaster of this? During Sabita, can I fight him? So the things are always will fight, yeah. And said, Tata Ising said, During, do not hit him in the head. That's all. You will kill the man, you will put in prison. So I saw them practice.
So During was like the top guy. Any dude that came from different parts of the Philippines,
yeah,
he would win against essentially.
You know what happened?
What happened?
Tata During Dilbin Lopez wants to fight Bacon in 1952.
Okay.
After the organization of this Paris. And my dad advised him, Compadre, you're my second cousin. You cannot fight Bacon. Bacon is Bacon is second to the ring. I will try. Because I said to Dad, I said to him, you're not uh, learning from the ring more. You just learn, you and my dad, from the ring, not the secret, everything. But if you fight back on, you lost. How about you, kumpare? My dad could not fight that. You lost. So we were there, the first fight of Delphin Lopez and Bacon. Delphin.
I'm saying goodbye to the doctor, though, that who owns his property. Right?
During, no, Delphin. The second fight in 1954, Bacon said, I will slap your face. I will not strike you with my stick. Delphin Lopez also beat the second time. And when we go home, I said, Dad, my dad and Delphin Lopez. Not now. Later on, I will fight them. I will beat that Bacon, even though he's our relatives. In 1975, I fight already the first fight. I won the first fight. Second fight, Joseph Barres group, he wants to kill me. 5 years old, without any asking that we'll fight on that day. So, okay.
Not even like, you didn't have any preparation lead up. He was just like,
no asking to fight, no.
Wow.
No. A bit. So, my second fight, the Josephus wants to kill because I tell you frankly, the best enemy of the Supares is the Balintawak.
the best enemy of Dos de Pares is Balintawak, you're saying?
The greatest enemy.
That's kind of like Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali.
Like that.
Like that. Okay,
that.
cool.
So I said to my dad, Delphin Lopez, I will beat him now. In 1975, that's why the name of Tobibena was mentioned. I said, who will fight? We are already on the group of the Balintawak. Who will fight Kakoy Cañete? No answer. So that I will fight. I will fight Joe. No, you have not yet wins. You are, when it comes to chicks, you are a chicken, you have chick. You have not yet win. Why you could do that? I am learning for 23 to 25 years now. Since I started learning in 1948, more than that. And you yourself, you are not learning for 10 years of Tata Ensong Sabita. When Dosi Pares was established. You are learning 3 years when the Dosi Pares was organized. And 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40. You are not yet 10 years learning from that. So, isa Tabimina will fight. And go, what? Tabimina have experience only with you when you were in jail? He was in jail, Bacon. He stabbed the man. And Tabimina and the rest of the Balintawak claim that Bacon, while he's walking in the banana grove or tall grass, he was stabbed by a man and he countered it and stabbed it back. That's why the judges are mistaken for no. Do not tell a lie. Bacon is the godson of my grandpa. We are close neighbor. I know a man called Bacon, Pio de Parine, one of the members of the parents. He called Pio de Parine and he was put in prison.
I see.
For how many years? Tabimina went to Manila, and while I think he was.
So he trained in prison.
In prison, yeah.
Right.
For 7 years.
That's crazy.
And now, do you know what is?
Sa Muntinlupa po yun? Where is that? Nubilibid?
In Kamkrami.
Kamkrame.
Because he was moved to Kamkrami. I do not know if Muntinlupa started, and then when Bacon he was moved to Kamkrami. He's still there. Now, what happened? I have my promotion. The Three Kings of Balintawak. You remember that? It was held at Inosanto Academy.
That was in Torrance, right? Yeah, no, I wasn't there.
No, not in the place of Inosanto Academy. 2018, I was the one who promoted that. But I did not say that I'm the one. But I said to Dano Santo, okay, we have to invite Tabimina learning from Bacon and Eddie Villes learning from Villes to Bilo Villes. So invite them 2 hours in 2 hours for in one day. So while Eddie Villes demonstrated first in the morning, so in 1 o'clock at 4, I demonstrated myself with my gun. Eddie Villes. Oh, if you want to learn Bacon, that is the Bacon style. I'm surprised why I said that. They are learning, they claim that they're learning from Bacon, but why they are learning? And Tabimana is also, I'm not lying. He said, oh, Tatay, they call me Tatay. Both of this. Tatay, Ising. I tell all of my students, I talk with them, that is Bacon style. I am surprised why Tabimana is stealing the Bacon style. Why he did not apply the Bacon style when he demonstrated? And when I conduct a seminar with the three kings of Balintawak, me, Tabimina, and Eddie Villes, all the Balintawak is boycott. They said that no one could attend this seminar. And I said to Daniel, don't believe that they are lying. Let's see. When they starting in the morning of the seminar, Dore, can you estimate how many people are attending this one or join this one? About 50 to 100. So, Dano Santo is not good at it. You criticize Atillo. What happened now? A lot of people, some people, and Master, we're not coming here to see them. I'm coming to see you. Why? Because there are some people who are against with you, criticize you. The Balintawak criticize you, and the Lucifers criticize you, trying to put you down, trying to discredit you. Why? What happened in this? Not the people. Why this Balintawak and Lucifers is trying to discredit you, Grandmaster? He's your enemy when you arrive in America, they attack you always. Okay? That is a good question. Number one, when I fired back on 3 rounds in 1975, my age is 37, back on 63, I beat him. So in 1983, I fight Cowboy Verity. I beat him and never hit me. That's all. What I'm talking is that it's right. I'm telling you only the truth. I don't like a lie.
And I'm interested in seeing the kind of moves and techniques and concepts that you apply to them. Can we do that now?
No.
Can we assemble?
School?
Can we do it here and then we'll shoot footage in your school? That's extra. Is there enough room here?
Oh no room. Only this.
Hmm.
Much better to the school.
Much better to the school.
Oh, much better to the school.
The problem is there's no internet over there. So
even internet, even your cell phone you can use.
Yeah, but I can't live stream it. That's the problem.
So can we demonstrate it?
Yeah, you can demonstrate here.
Okay, I will call him. What's that?
Time to bring them here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get set up now. So let me move the camera, guys, so you can see.
Scott, can you get my stick there inside the school? Okay. Is this okay? Oh. You know my stick there?
Can we do just a short one here and then we'll go over there? I'll shoot the extra. Like just here. No?
Yeah. I have to use my stick.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Let me sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, SGM. GGM. So ano po, go ahead, sit down.
Derek, prepare all of you with demonstrate. I want to demonstrate all of this.
Oh, absolutely.
It's good.
Yeah, because I want to see it too. Like, you know, just to take, just a flavor. Give them a taste, right? Let's see if I got any more.
Come, all of us, because I want that all of you will demonstrate.
Oh,
You want to share. That's why I get my
yeah, sure.
Scott Muller. We have to demonstrate, Derek. Now, Alfredo, prepare yourself. I have to demonstrate. Get your stick. Also, how about in the stall? We have to go to the
No,
stall.
once we get to the store. So what happens is I just want you to demonstrate shortly here.
Yeah.
And then maybe a few minutes here, and then I'll cut the interview, and then I'll shoot extra stuff. That one's not live. We'll just show that some other time. This one's live right here. This one's live right here. So because in less than 30 minutes, Dean is gonna be on. Yeah, for the next interview, we're gonna Sachi.
Okay.
Sachi and Ryan Cordero.
Oh,
Bagani Davao.
That's why this is a question. That of people. Why this Lucifer? When I arrived in 2001,
Mhm.
Lucifares, Balintawak are trying to criticize me. Why you criticize? Because they are jealous. Everybody, when there are every scrimador there, they will. There is people who will interview different countries. They will not invite me. I'm like I'm digging. I'm hiding. No, do not talk.
I understand what you're saying. You're just saying that, you know, FMA is inherently political.
Yeah, politics.
Yeah. So because you learned basically because you were neighbors with
Yeah.
Doring Saavedra and Anshong Bacon.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
I did not criticize, but when it comes to Balintawak, I am the first generation in 1950.
Yeah, because you would have been like a teenager at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am 14 years old
Yeah.
when the Balintawak is organized. I am the youngest, and Bacon wants to invite me to give exhibition when we go to the Fiesta, like there's an affair in the city of Cebu or anything. I'm demonstrating Eskrima. And then in 1953, Mongkal was the first. The next, Attorney Bilasen, one of the teacher of Biles, the next in 1954-55.
Right.
Then they became good friend of Biles because Biles is the father of Biles is the God. The father of Biles is the repair typewriter.
Typewriter.
So
Okay.
they became good friends and they studied and they hired back on. Then they're learning from back on. But I tell you frankly, the style of back on is a greedy one. Very greedy. He did not introduce his style in influence in the real. Because the style of Doring Saavedra and Bacon is very close. That's why they go, oh, that is Anjung's style. When I fight Bacon in 1975, 3 rounds. First round, even. Second round, even. But I slap him, this is cigarette one, but he do it, the stick, try to betray me like that. The third round, I stop him.
Third round, you got him.
Third round, I got him.
I do need to. This is very.
And you can say in my books, you can say, we can do the in this course so that you can see the books.
No, I know. We'll just do a short one here, maybe like 10 minutes and then whatever guys you want to do, we'll shoot over there. We'll not make that live. That's just like, that's just bonus content.
Okay, where is that one? Okay.
So.
There I come. This is my right hand.
Kanang kamao.
He's working in Disneyland as a manager.
Oh, I live right by there.
Oh,
5 miles away.
I live in Corona. So I
Orange.
go to, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know, my favorite ride is Peter Pan and Pirates.
I think they just changed. Is it the Peter Pan? No.
So I have to introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, my name's Derek. I've been studying with
Alfredo.
Great Grandmaster since
Can you
2009.
hold this?
So I can't see you. It's a little too bright here.
Right?
Oh, I got my cell phone.
Go ahead, sir. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is.
Maybe go over there where the light is at, so that we can shine your face. There we go. Better.
There you go. Yeah, my name's Derek Galan. I've been studying with Great Grandmaster since 2009. So I saw one of his demo on YouTube. So there's something that attracted me to his style. Yeah, I think it's the close range.
Did you grow up here in the Philippines?
I grew up in the Philippines. I came here when I was 11. I'm 50 now.
So you're kind of the same. I came here when I was 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just turned
After
50
this, you can
this year.
interview two of my grandmaster.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can do that now. You want to talk, sir?
Yeah.
Come by.
Alfredo, come.
You can stand where he was at.
Okay. Yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is my
It's a little
grandmaster.
too dark if you so back up a little. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Talk. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My name is Alfredo Paraino. I've been with GGM since 2000 of December. Met him at a tournament where I was working security. Then you hear these funny little noises that kind of intrigue me, like the burning sticks and quick whip. And so the next thing you know, it's that's what brought me to him, and ever since then, I'm still here. And so it's just part of the past that connected, and so therefore, still having fun.
Okay,
Go ahead.
next.
You're the one that helped me out yesterday for the interview.
Yeah.
You can, so my grandmaster.
Go ahead, sir.
What am I doing?
Just introduce yourself.
I'm Scott Mullen. I'm from Redlands, California, and I've been training with Grandmaster for about 3 years now, and trying to train every week, get in here and get it done. I actually called him, found him online and gave him a call, and he put me off a couple of times, and then he told me to come down and visit. So,
The wonderful power of the internet.
yeah, very cool.
All right. So are you ready, sir?
Okay. William, the next is Bobby. They're just study with me for
My homeboy.
William, talk with
How you doing, William?
I'm doing okay. My name is William. I've been studying with GGM since 2019. I attended the seminar, was very impressed. Now I'm his successor disciple. I want to propagate the art. GGM is really a nice guy. He's a very good teacher. I'm very happy to be part of the family. I still consider myself new. I should consider myself just an advanced beginner maybe. So I'm very happy to have this family. I mean, GGM, I'm very honored to train with him. He's a very nice person. So, thank you.
Okay, now the next. Bobby, your friend. Tell him when to start learning Eskrima from him.
Sure.
Your
My
friend?
name is Bobby. Last name Torres.
Yeah.
I started training since September 2020 with GGM Atillo. Successor disciple. I have a training partner. He's not here today, Joseph. We train a lot, a couple times a week, and then I train with GGM Atillo once a week, and sometimes I'm here like on the weekend as well. Yeah. So thank you.
Sige po. So let's get ready for our demonstration. So let me just move this to less heat.
Derek, demonstrate first.
Yeah.
Derek, demonstrate Alfredo Pareno first. One to pinch mark without dependent pattern. with Alfredo. Tin spar.
The 10th one or one
Tin spar.
from the beginning to
From,
the end?
the,
From 1 to 10?
lesson 1 to 4, composed of tin spar. You can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we should take
Go to the.
So we'll go with spar 1 first. So here's spar 1. So we'll do half of. All right, so that's 1. Then 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2. So switching. Switching.
Maganda rin ang kilos ng paa. Oh.
Yeah, so we do switching. Yeah. So now 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. So this is the fourth part. 2. Yeah, so 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now 1, 2 again. 1, 2. Then I'll do 1, 2. So we do 1, 2. 1, 2. Hopefully won't be so the first part is the tracking here. So now 1, 3. So this is the 7th part. 1, 2. 1, 3. Then 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 1, 2. 3, 1. Then 3, 1, 2. So do 1, 2, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4. Now,
Yeah.
free spot, which is easier. Yeah.
Okay, next. Scott, can you remove it?
So that's the 1 to 10 spar.
You remove it only 1 to 2 spar.
1 to 2 spar.
Okay, it's okay. I'm just kind of geeking out. Can you see show the striations of your arm? I guess it's not shown by the camera because you look like Mr. Olympia.
Oh, my
Your veins.
The vein popping out.
Okay.
No, that's good. That's good.
We just
I'm envious.
just
So we'll do spar 1 and 2.
1 to 2 spar only.
1 to 2. Okay.
Spar 1, then the next is
Yeah.
the switching
The
spar.
switching. So we go.
Then the next is the switching. 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 Okay, good. William. 1 and 2 spar only.
1 and 2.
Oh,
You want one? Okay.
switching.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Babe.
Thank you.
Just demonstration. So,
Sure.
are you okay?
Yeah. Which one you got, sir?
Only one.
1 and
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
1, 2.
1 and 2 spar.
Yeah.
Julius, is this working?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm actually checking it with my phone too, but over there to see how the viewers see it. So good.
Yeah.
Buhay na buhay yung shaking hand talaga.
What we doing, number 2?
Yeah. I'll take. So I'll switch.
Okay.
Just one and two.
Jump. That's it. Okay, did you jump?
Yeah. So I'll give you random.
Random, quick random.
All ones. Random. Yeah.
Go here.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, we'll go to the first. We have 34 spar.
34 spar.
Yeah, but we cannot finish one. Only we can use this. One strike of the opponent means it's ready.
So let me ask you something. Go back to crossing. Go back to crossing.
Yeah.
Do you operate by quadrants as well?
I'm mine is quadrant.
Okay, so this is
I am the original.
this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just
where did you learn that? Where did you?
so from your perspective, like from
This
your
is
perspective,
one.
this is 1,
This is
2,
2. This is
3,
3.
and
This is
4.
4.
So please envision that, like, what if you are him? So if it's like this,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right.
My perspective. One.
The first is if you strike me, this is rah. Oh. That is 1. You strike me again. Rah. 2. This is how the 3. Oh, 4. Yeah. And we have the change style.
Can you show us also like yung buntot? Ano? Buntot, yung buntot. Yeah.
What we call
One.
this is 1. There are if you don't like to start to hit your opponent, this is strike. It's 1. It's 1. Strike again. 2. Strike again. 3. Strike again. 4.
And then yung pong mga technique o concept na ginamit nyo when you were fighting kahoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Only very
sure.
Now hit this side. It's not like that. But this one when he's like the fate is like that. My technique is not when you strike because like I will not defend like that. I will not defend that in fighting. Once from here, when you do that, when you do this, once you'll be hit.
You'll be hit by like an arco type of shot.
When he strike here, when he strike, I strike him. And because, and then I do this, that is, and then he applied the hit left. No, the other side. No. And then
Gotcha. So when he applied that
hit left, because there is the rules that no adaptation of wrestling. Anybody will adapt wrestling means defeated.
so basically when he adapted the guillotine, you struck him by
Because this
by his scalp.
when he strike, so this is long range, huh?
Mhm.
So you cannot short range because that's what you want. Once he strike here, once he do it, he will.
So the terms agreed upon prior to the fight was no buno, no wrestling.
No wrestling, no judo, any kind of no. Anybody participants or who will violate the rules is declared as defeated. I will show you the one.
What are the things that you use against Anshong? Can you show us?
Yeah,
can you
Anshong
show
is
us?
different.
Yeah, okay.
Anshong background is different. For example, he said, what's your right and left? First is, what's your right? So he strike me, so I did it, he hit my head. When he strike, then I hit also him, like that. Then, So he did not. So we're fighting each other like that. Like fighting attack, long range or short range. We're fighting. Hitting each other like a bang. You hit me, bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 like that. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Hey, I will fighting.
Sa yung po pasimuno, like when you start, what range do you come in? Like, do you guys come in crossing sticks right away, or do
No.
you come from this
Like
long?
that. Like that. First. Like that. Like that. When you strike me, like that. When you strike me, for example, oh, I already hit it. But I can disarm you in every strike. When strike is given, yeah. You can disarm.
Right.
When strike is given in, you can disarm. Boom. When strike is given in, yeah. When strike is in, hey, then. Every strike, disarm. If I strike and then he will hold my stick, I will disarm him. Every strike, if he will hold this, oh, it's already done.
So you don't prefer a disarming method in the sense that, because typically the most typical disarms is over snake, under snake.
I put the disarm of the snake style.
Just on the snake, that doesn't even include the butt.
Yeah. In one strike, this is the one, method one.
Option.
Second option, hang.
Third option.
Third option, hang. Yeah. Like that. Second, method two. This is method two. Hang. The next is hang. Hang. But you have to run.
All methods.
So the method is just like really dependent on where the axis of the arm is. Because you have one you had drop right here.
It's how you check the stick.
So let me see from your perspective, because I know they're shooting. And it will make more sense if I'm behind you.
That's method one. Method two is
Method one is this is method one. What that is, this is method one. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to use method one.
and there's three options. If that won't
The
do,
first option, and the second is this, and the third is this.
Abba.
You know?
Oh man,
That's
that's clean. That's good. let me actually shoot that with this camera. Like that's. Oh
use
man.
method two.
Oh.
No, show me what you
Method
just showed me that
Method
method one.
one, okay?
So same concept.
When strike is given, ping, so you disarm. Ping.
Second option.
Second option of disarm beacon will ping. Here and then. The third option is again strike and then say.
Yun.
Huh?
Tatlong lever nyo.
And one method one is composed of 3 disarm. So there are 4 methods in every strike. And there are 4 methods in every defense.
Maganda.
Huh?
For the info. No.
Tago yung pangatlo kasi hindi mo nakita na inano ka eh.
Yeah.
Sinungkit.
Yeah. May totoo decision.
Same concept.
And then disarm. The next, strike him and strike him, king, and do this. Now, method 3 is to the method 3. Yep. To the hand. Time, and then, oh! The next is, time, oh! When pare,
Method
number
four.
4. Method 1 is have to do this. Yep. Boom! Pare again. Time, yeah.
Option two.
Boom! This is,
Option three.
okay, option 3. Time! See that?
Yeah.
So, in every method, there are 3 disarm. Snake style, to do that, and the 3 is less. So 3 times 4 in every strike.
Wow.
12.
On the backhand, there's 12.
And the backhand is 12. Swing 24. If I strike you,
Now I'm defending.
now, if you defend,
I'm not striking.
this
Now
is
I'm
method
defending.
1,
Now
and this is method 2, and this is method 3, and this is method 4. Okay? When I strike me, you defend it. So this is 1. And this one.
There's 24 possible permutations of that because it would be a factorial.
Yeah.
Like 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
Yeah.
So that's 24 different. There's no way you can defend it.
In every defend,
It's all the possibilities.
in every defend, there are 3 methods, 3 disarm. In every defend, in every method. So in every strike, 3 methods, 12. If you defend, 12. 24. And the other side, 24 again, 48.
How his color scheme comes across in the screen. Looks like he's wearing a Dragon Ball shirt.
Oh yeah.
He's like Master Roshi.
Oh nice.
Oh, is that? Oh, is that? Oh, is that?
Anime.
Cartoons.
Cartoons. The way your shirt is coming across on the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So show us more. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, in strike, there's another strike. Not the. Remember, there are 48 disarm. If we do the counter of this, how to counter of disarm? This is the most important. Can you read this? You remember that? This is when you strike me, method 1, so you disarm. How to disarm with that?
So, yun nga pong tinatanong, like hindi, there's no way. Anong paraan para kontrahin yun?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your counter?
Yeah.
What's your counter?
That is,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
When I strike and your opponent will do this, just pull this.
What?
Just pull this. Look at it. Hold and strike. Just
Yeah.
pull this. If you do this
Wrist
in
to
this
wrist.
permanent,
You have to avoid
You will
wrist to
be-
wrist.
disarm.
So he's
But
gonna pull it.
once your opponent will do this, pull this.
Now I cannot.
And then pull this way, pang, and pull this way.
Bali na yan.
Balik.
That's a shoulder separation
Yeah.
right there. Yeah. Basically, yung hila mo, yung haltak pa ganito.
And second, that is
The main thing is I tried to disarm him, but he's disarming me instead before
Yeah.
he even breaks.
second. If my opponent will disarm, so when I do this is only disarm. Already, the stick is already gone.
There's a counter to this counter.
Now,
Like a puentada sa puente.
oh yeah.
So I think that's what
The second, that is the second. Second. The
So,
second, method 2, method 2.
method
The
two.
method 2.
Kontra sa kontra.
Yeah, okay? When method 2 is given, you just turn this and put this under. The same.
Kung blade-based methodology yun, hiwang-hiwa ka na.
Oh, what
You're like open already.
Yeah, all right. Method 3, for example. Here, to touch my stick. Strike method 3, yeah? How to do that? You have to do this. And this arm, and then jump. See that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful.
that is. And the 4. The 4 is this. When the 4 is given like that, to this arm like this, before you do it, when the hand is coming, do this.
Hindi na siya makakakapa.
Hindi na.
He can't.
Ano?
That's so beautiful. Can you show that again?
I
Just so
know.
I can shoot from the back.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. Here's the thing. They're not really gonna understand. It's like
So
seeing it as a
when the
side profile.
hand is coming here, you quickly do. Then do it. You hand.
Do it again. Because I'm.
When the hands is here, your hands is here. Look at that. So this hands of the left hand of your opponent will interrupt. So
Yeah, he can. So basically, what ends up happening is you're not giving him an impulse moment to grab.
yeah, that
It's
is
not
the-
even a second. It's like an impulse momento.
And this is like this.
Yeah,
When it's like backhand, this is common.
right.
When your opponent is doing that, you do this. Yeah.
Tapos na.
I will make it. When you disarm, you put here.
Ginagawa mong lever yung ano niya, yung like a fulcrum point yung
Yeah.
The
Para
beauty-
ma-disarm ka.
Yeah. And the beauty of it is there's a disarm on that. There's a counter on that counter.
Can you show that?
Okay, that is counter. That is, if you disarm me like this, if I strike you, so I will be disarmed. Right? So the moment that is, yeah, hold this.
Damn.
And then there's a counter on that.
There's a counter.
I'll do it on you, counter it.
Yeah. When this, okay,
Kayo yung mag-strike sa akin.
okay, I will do this, for
So I'll
example.
counter you.
I will do this.
Yeah, so that's one.
How to na?
So my
So
counter.
when I do this, yeah, then he will. It's easy to counter with.
Nasuntok pa siya sa dibdib.
Oh,
Yeah.
pero
So
hindi
that's-
siya magkadisarm sa akin like
But
that.
he can counter that.
From here, you pare, and then you put it, yeah.
That's another counter for the counter versus counter.
There's a counter to that counter.
So
This is
never ending.
Never ending.
no ending of counter.
But your action time gets shorter and shorter.
So parang ano,
Every time
because
you counter.
you basically your
We'll
hand-
make it
your
slow.
your coordination, your hand-eye coordination must be like tremendous.
You will make
Huh?
it slowly, slow motion.
Okay.
From here, I strike, so he will disarm me. Look at that. So my counter is this. When I do that, I will do this. And I will do this. Okay? Now, I will counter that. From here, pare, like here. So I will do this. So what's this next counter of that?
I mean, no more. I mean, you can't even get to that many
There
steps.
is still counter.
Never-ending counter.
Yeah, you strike me. I will do that.
It's an
And then,
endless counter.
and then you do. I will do this.
Yeah.
You pull my stick. And what is the counter of that next? Wait, so this. Okay. From here,
That's one. Here's two.
so yeah. When I do this,
There's
you will
three.
disarm me. Okay.
Here's four.
You have to turn this down and then go. You do it. Yeah. 5, 4.
It's an endless counter.
Yeah.
And there is another counter.
You're gonna be here until tomorrow.
How can you counter this? If somebody will hold your stick. Huh? Somebody will hold your stick.
Kapaagad
They
siya.
will hold. Will strike me. But it's easy to defend. Those people who are living with our style, they do not know how to counter this. When somebody will start with a strike, just go there. Oh,
You use his own stick to block.
oh,
Well, that's crazy.
I make it slow.
I mean, it's your stick, but you use
Yeah.
you use his. Yeah, that's
Because this
incredible.
time, you cannot go now, you cannot defend your stick.
Yeah, you
But
can't.
the only thing is to then hold me to toe under your
Incredible.
Like a handbrake.
Then in the our one in fighting in Quintada, do not let your opponent to touch your stick. But it's easy for you to touch your opponent's stick.
Yeah, but if he does touch your stick, you can do that.
Yeah. Do not let him to touch your opponent, your hands. Do not let your opponent to touch your body, but you can touch the body. For example, Derek will strike. And then he touch my stick. Yeah. Okay? Did you see that? When Derek will touch my stick, oh yeah. And then down this thing. And then
Chinek mo na yung alive hand niya.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy.
Now,
So that's your initiatory technique
Yeah.
is once he.
now see guys, when this man will, Derek will hold my stick tightly.
This way.
Yeah, like this kind of thing. Strike me. Just do this. Just do this. Yeah. Yeah. When you strike below, just pull.
There's your quadrant again. There's
Yeah,
your 1, 2,
quadrant.
3, 4.
Yeah, the
You just made it like basically his arm another stick,
Oh.
basically.
Did you see another Balintawak style?
That's so crazy.
Not like my style.
No, it's different.
Because
It's very different.
they are learning, not they are weak. When I said they are lack of knowledge of Eskrima. Kino Santo said, do not talk like that, just talk that. They are incomplete because they get mad. Plural talk that they are lack of knowledge of Eskrima. The real is lack of knowledge of Eskrima.
So you're saying like in the olden days, it was complex like this. It was like hyper complex.
Just imagine, Julius, I am 75 years learning and teaching this art.
You're 83 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine one look at it.
So I was gonna ask, like, can you show us like an empty hand application?
Yeah.
Like without the stick?
The empty hands is just like the one like this. When the empty hands like this, I got the leg out like this. You carry it. Yeah. Yeah. When I do this at all, you can know. Yeah. Yeah. You can do this. The same. The same as you spar. Because the spar, this is spar number one. Right.
Do you have leg checks as well? Like a sweep?
Sweeping. Yeah.
Swimming?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. When I strike, when you strike me, and you sweep me,
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
very,
it's done.
nobody can sweep you because if you're an expert or true grandmaster, not fake grandmaster, but the Filipinos coming here claim themselves that 530. Some people I 530, but all lie. Don't believe that people. This is, I said, no one could touch, no object can touch your stick. Huh? No object can touch your stick, but I can touch your stick. No object can touch your hands, but I can touch your hands. You touch my hands? No. This is your pick. You touch my body? No, I can touch your body. Touch me? Yeah, I can touch your body. You stay on the hand. This is very important in fighting. If you have know that, don't fight. You will lose. Because mostly your opponent are big people. Like American people.
Yeah.
Big, like,
I mean, I'm short, so
yeah. You should know that no one could touch the stick. Every time, if you want, I will just make it slow. Once your opponent, once you strike, once I strike Julius and he touched my stick, I didn't with the hands is touching. You really fast, very fast. I make it slow. You very good. That's this up and down because it's in the ramp.
yung kapa nyo parang ano ng motorsiklo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw that.
That's, but you cannot do this. It is holding really the stick. But the best when you hold it, say just thing, other. So that again, look at this. When you hold my stick, I will do this. Then I will do this. And second, when you hold my stick, yeah, hold my stick. Hold this. Yep. Okay, you know. It's going because it's like okay.
You can mask. Okay.
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 Oh,
Thanks, Jim.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can you mag-demonstrate mo tayo?
No, okay.
Okay.
Alfredo, can you demonstrate them?
Ano facing ngayon?
No. I will go to first.
No worries.
Okay, I will be back.
No worries.
I'll be back.
We're almost done here, guys. I do have to make a slight correction now. Episode 171. It's episode 173.
What should we do then? Okay.
One thing.
Spar with him. Pero,
Sige po. Imbitin kong kumpare ko si Alex.
right now because of COVID restrictions.
Absolutely.
But for sure.
Okay, I will go with him.
Absolutely.
And I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. So you guys can show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is GM Alfredo.
So you just go back.
Ah. Maganda yung paikot niya na gano'n. Ano yung
Oh,
parang
yeah.
kurto-kurbada yun?
Yeah, how do you call that? Circle. Strike.
Hitting.
It's hitting.
Just hitting. Go ahead.
Parang magic, oh.
I know. It's really
Say
fast.
here.
Really true.
Over here.
So it's like a U.
Yeah, actually, he can do it from this way, and he doesn't want to do it that way because of the eyes, but he can do it in every direction if he wants to.
You go here. He's here. You go here. You're here. Right? But just for safety, I won't do this.
Yeah, for the eyes. So he tries to do it like a U, right?
So for now, I just go here, here. I do this.
Tapos.
Okay. So if I wish to cut them off, call it done. No more.
Yeah, that's right.
If I do this here, same thing. A lot of times you don't really need to touch. Here he goes. No matter. Yeah. So just like he said, you know. So it just depends on how quick you want to do it, but just be in mind that it's way too fast because when you're doing this, here, then you're here. Then
Yeah, not only you throw them, that's a shoulder separation on your end.
Yeah.
Yeah, tapos na crash pa yung larynx mo.
Oh, yeah.
You have a destroyed voice box and then your shoulder is separated.
GM is also ambidextrous. His left is more dominant than the right.
Your left side dominant?
Yeah, but he doesn't. It's really fast. I cannot beat this left. Though. See that? See? Oh. Oh. No, I'm too late. I'm too late.
Maganda yung mga tapik, ano, right there.
Oh yeah, you got it.
so it just depends on what you want. You go here. You want to go there? That's fine. Go here. So here. So you here, same. Here, 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 yeah, here, 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 here. Okay.
Ganda.
Oh, you guys open the gate. Do not close. Direct, ha? Yes, in hurry because
He has to go GGM, malapit na po tayo mag-wind down because Dean is gonna have an episode after this.
yes.
So we have to close. Any closing remarks on your end? Closing remarks. No. Closing remarks that you want to say.
Yeah.
Dito po kayo.
Okay.
Anything that you want to talk about? Final words?
Oh, yeah. What is your position in the Filipino Muslim?
Me? Oh, I just helped run FMA Discussion. I've been in it from the beginning since Dean started.
So good afternoon, everybody. Especially the one who we invite him to have an interview with the Balintawak. And especially my student who are here, Scott Mullen, is the teacher and English teacher. And William Wan is working in the medical hospital, medical. Parano is also a plumber, and my friend, I think he's a gold digger. No, plumber. I'm just joking. He's also a blogger, master of the computer. That's why I want that these people, I want that my people will be exposed, because I already conduct a seminar in different states here in America. Since I arrived in 2001 until now, I have 17 times conduct a seminar in Philadelphia. New York, I forget how many. Canada, Pennsylvania, that is Philadelphia, New York, Florida, Chicago, Texas, Maine, Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, that I can run. So good that thank you for your interview us.
No, I'm just,
okay.
You've been such a gracious host.
Yeah.
I was just blown away as a guest because I was like, I'm gonna go to a house. Man, I didn't know I'm gonna be in a mansion, like right style place,
Yeah.
And they have llamas in the back. I just have to shoot some B-roll of that so they can show it.
We'll go there inside the school.
Yeah, we'll go there inside the school.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay,
Jim.
and thank you.
Thank you.
And you can come again if you want.
Yes, so that's the live portion of the interview. So sorry, guys. You're not gonna be privy to the next one. That's bonus for later.
Yeah.